This week's episode, we're heading to Meredith Metalworks. You'll see the GQ looks a little different to when you last saw it. We're going to take you back in time and do a whole bunch of exciting fab work under the bonnet, pioneering the first 5-inch short entry snorkel and a little bit of exhausting stuff out the back. But I'm giving you a little heads up. We had some technical difficulties with some audio. We've tried to rescue it as best we could. I'm just warning you guys and giving you a little heads up. I think we've still done pretty good. That's a damn good episode. So anyway, let's go to Meredith.
Today we're going to be doing a heap of things to the GQ. We are going to be pioneering a 5-inch snorkel, first of its kind, which I'm excited about. Custom airbox, a little bit of a lobster back intake, a little bit of exhaust trimmings, and we also have a couple of bits and pieces from Light Force that we're going to be fitting on the roof and some little ditch lights and bits and pieces.
So we think of a day of fun.
Day of fun and shenanigans and schmoggles and probably a whole bunch of ADHD autism thrown in for good mix, but it's fine. That is what we do best on this channel. Shall we dive in? What do you want to do first? Make love. What you're looking at and what I'm holding is 5 versus 4. It's you versus the guy she told you not to worry about. Now, most people are going to be going a 4-inch snorkel, but that is for children and blokes that sit down to piss. We are going 5 inches of fury today, which is 4.5 inches more than I can pack on a good warm summer's night. I think it's going to be tricky to make work, but I think if we do it good, then it will be good.
I'm pretty good at getting an extra inch in.
I need some tips. We'll tip. Anyway, follow us over to the car. This is what we're talking about. So this is just random pipe that I grabbed. That is your normal sort of 4-inch. Looks fine, don't get me wrong, but we want exceptional, not just fine. So today we're going to be doing the first Meredith GQ 5-inch snorky, which is going to be a little action like that. Let us know in the comments what you think. Is it overkill or is it delicious? Regardless, if you comment, it's too late. We're going to be cutting holes today. But I think there's a couple of things that you want to do when you're making a snorkel or you're choosing a snorkel and why we're choosing Meredith. The first is you don't want, sorry, it's show and tell. You don't want the end of it finishing up there, which is a lot of snorkels on the market. That looks shit. You want it finishing nice and tight in with the roof. You want that bend to sort of match up with the top of the door there. And you want it to hug the body as much as you can. A lot of GQ owners like bonnet entries. That is for junkies. Bonnet entry, not too much good. We're going to go short entry in the guard. I think it's respectable. I think it looks nice. And that's it. So it looks better. Don't be mad. Let's get into it. Okay, so quick one. We've just fitted up those bullseye brackets. These are specifically made for me because Light Force only offer a straight light bar, not a curved bar. So the team at Bullseye hooked it up big time, and then we got them powder coated by Sunshine powder coatings. Now, if you're wondering why they look specifically similar, it's because it's the same powder coat color. We did the turbo and the rocket cover. It's that really, really dark blue with heaps of glitter. It looks black when it's in the dark, and then it pops and goes crazy in the sunlight. So all those little bits and pieces trying to make this car a little bit different. This is the Light Force Viper 50-inch dual row light bar. Now, this is super sick. Not only obviously Australian made, OzRam, Osborne LEDs, 1 meter waterproof, although if we got this under a meter of water, we've got way bigger issues. Smart harness. It's basically about as easy and as good a quality light bar as you will ever get anywhere. And Light Force have been fantastic supporters of the channel for a long time now, so pretty bloody stoked to get this up there. Obviously that blue is just the protective coating on the lens, but overall, a super slim design, powder coated housing. I think this is going to look absolutely sick on the top of the GQ. Oh, I tell you what, better than sex. Down the end of this box, this is what I was talking about before. So this is our smart harness. And in these boxes here is all our mounting hardware and bits and pieces. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can mount this. You can either go directly to the end. You can see those threaded holes at the end of the light bar, which is what we're going to be utilizing today. Alternatively, they've got these sort of curved mounts that would allow you to mount it to the top of a roof rack or something like that. And the smart harness comes with a switch. Light Force did actually send us some vehicle-specific switches, which we'll be utilizing, but the fact that this harness comes fully wrapped, terminated, sheathed, labeled, makes this job really, really easy. Probably not going to bother trying to run the power up to the roof today. We've got enough stuff to do here at Meredith, but we'll at least get this mounted. The reason we're doing this before we start doing any fab stuff on the car is because, as you can probably tell, those bullseye brackets, there's a chance that they're going to be in the way if we just went with an off-the-shelf sort of snorkel. So I want to get this light bar up there, get it mounted up, get it in its sort of final position, and then we can try to build the snorkel around it. Anyway, shall we? Damn it. Well, this one, maybe we need extra 20 mil. Cool. This one, 50 inch, 49 inch would fit. But it's past the model.
Inches, brother.
The thing today is an extra inch is going to be the downfall of us.
Yeah.
It has been for 28 years for me. So yeah, we need to this nicely powder coated stainless bracket that can't be replicated easily. Yep. We need to somehow find 10 mil out on both. Okay. Yeah, Casey, don't make fold it too much.
I got that.
Okay. Why do we put a nut on before we cut the thread? In this particular case, it's so that Daddy can grab it, but also because I've just molested the threads to within an inch of their life. But by having that nut on there, it means we can wind that nut off and it should recut or at least clean out the thread that we've potentially made. We're just shortening these so it doesn't foul on the sort of scuttle panel at the base of the windscreen. We can either put them pointing down or pointing up. Down is going to be a lot nicer, but there is very little clearance, so we might end up putting these upways. We will see what happens shortly once I realise I've cut these too short. Also, make sure you wear PPE. Always wear safety goggles. And hearing protection.
Sorry to interrupt this lovely little episode. I have a little public service announcement for you folks. Alec, myself, and our friend Maxi Petrucci Davis recently went and entered a short film competition called the Film Invitational. TFI, you've probably heard about it. Whole bunch of YouTubers. Yep. Basically submitted a 20-minute film online that you guys can vote on.
Yeah, that's right. So we did 3 islands in 3 days. Absolute monster feat. In a few weeks, we talk about this in a full in-depth, so make sure you tune in for that.
Yep.
But if you want to go and check it out, this is something that is well above YouTube. You know, we put a lot more effort, a lot more budget into this, and so did everybody else. So go and check it out. I think the minimum package is like $4.99. It might be $5. You can jump on, watch all the films, vote for your favorite creators. Obviously, put us number 1, 1 through to 10.
It's less than the price of a schooner. You get access to all 10 films. So you go, they're all 20 minutes. It's a whole lot of viewing. Put us number 1. Your least favorite is 10. And appreciate you. Anyway, you've got 4 days left to do it, so make it quick. Back to GQ.
Meredith.
Okay, so we have got everything taped up. We're just trying to protect the wrap as best we can. This is a GQ short entry, 4-inch stainless snorkel. The case just knocked up before. Absolutely freaking glamour of a thing. So that is going to basically be your normal 4-inch, right? Obviously, it goes into the guard with a little bit of a recess here where it curves. We are using the 4-inch template and a little bit of mockery to sort of get close to where we need to be for the 5-inch. That's because we haven't done the 5-inch snorky yet here at Meredith. So that hole is pretty much going to be unchanged. So with a short entry guard style snorkel on the GQ, you can't really go, you don't have many options basically. The inner guard is going to have to be cut pretty much the same spot regardless of how you do it. So that 4-inch, and then we'll just make it a little bit bigger to take the 5-inch. The only thing that is going to be a little bit unique about this one is I'll show you here. This is a 4-inch, but you'll get the idea. Normally, those snorkels go probably up there, right? That is not going to work in our case because we have the bullseye bracket and the light bar, and I really wanted to keep that and have that because we can't run any auxiliary lights on the bull bar because we've got that massive lawn high now, which. So what I think we're going to do is 5-inch short entry here. It's going to look really good. Hopefully we don't have to delete our antenna, our TI electric antenna. We're going to come up here and we're going to hug in here really tight. This is 4-inch, but you'll get the idea. Really tight to the pillar. And then hopefully do a little bit of a slash cut there, and sort of have the end of the snorkel there. So it's going to be low entry, low intake, I guess you'd say. It doesn't really matter, man. I think having it shorter as opposed to right up here looks better. But if I've got water up past my windscreen, I've got way bigger fucking issues than anything else. So that's the sort of plan. It's going to be a little bit of trialing and error. We're here on a day off, which is good. So we have nothing but time and no interruptions. So it should be all pretty smooth sailing. Over the backside, not at the moment, but Jimmy's been cutting up all the pie cuts for our intake. We're doing like a lobster back intake pipe into the airbox. Something a little bit different, a little bit unorthodox, very time consuming, but like I said earlier, I want this car to be unique, show-stopping, really cool, a whole bunch of, fancy stuff as much as you can in an old Datsun. So we're going to do that. It should look really nice in the engine bay. We're not even going to polish it. I think we're just going to use the World Burns as the colouring on the pie cut. I think it's going to look sick. Anyway, that's enough for me around. Let's bloody build a snorkel. Just come in from a little montage of us making Australia's best looking 5-inch GQ snorkel. Hopefully you've enjoyed it thus far. We were just lopping a little bit of length out there. Because for guys like us, sometimes it's just too big. It's simply too long and we needed to get rid of some length. To make it fair,
And it hurts me. I mean,
it hurts them. Hurts.
yeah.
It's such a work of art of an engine bay, it seemed only fitting that whilst we have Casey at our disposal, we do something a little different, a little unorthodox, and a little delicious, which is
lobster back. So, reasons why you use lobster back, you ask. Well, didn't ask. I don't really care.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you anyway. The reason why you would do lobster back is to get around a tight angle. You can make the radius whatever you want. Most bends, they come at a 1.5 times the diameter radius. No, 1.5 times the fucking diameter. So, long as fuck. Long, big, wide.
no good.
No good. Very bad. Very no good. So you'd use lobster for tight radiuses. It looks wanky, and you can, stand up to pee finally.
Amen. Finally, you can piss in the urinal as opposed to waiting for a cubicle. I think.
Cubicles are only for one thing only.
Amen. That is for. Tell you in the comments, maybe, if you're lucky. I think this is going to be sick. Obviously, if you're a welder, probably don't do this. This is solely reliant on good prep, clean cut pieces of pipe, nice welding, and the ability to put it all together into one seamless piece of tube.
Yeah, you can't weld. Probably don't do it.
Probably don't do it. It'll look shit. But I think with Casey's expertise, the engine bay that we've got, with that hectic snorkel, custom airbox, all the powder coated rock cover and the turbo in there, it would be rude not to.
Is it expertise or autism?
It's expertism, I think. It's like not quite an exorcism, but it's a blend of all three. Now the question on everyone's lips is polished after welding or leave it with that burnt weld or
Polish after welding. Always just polish after welding because no matter how good of a welder you are, looking at you, Carter, it's still over time, obviously being that it's going to go off-road, eventually it's going to look like shit anyway, getting hot through cycles. When you polish it, it looks more uniform, better. Obviously, we can just blast it with gas, purge it, do all the good things. But at the end of the day, once you get the heat cycles going, it's going to turn to shit anyway.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's polished, you can just polish it again. You can ceramic coat it, you can do whatever you want. So I always go for a nice uniform polish.
Yeah.
But,
be rude not to. Polish it, let it eat, and if it does go shit in the future, the beautiful thing is you can powder coat it and then it'll match up with the snorkel in the airbox. It's no real drama, but I think for the next 12 months, it's going to do all the shows, we're going to do a lot of big reveals, we're going to do a lot of exciting driving and bits and pieces. It would be rude not to do this. That's an exciting opportunity.
And I've just noticed that this needs to be flat again.
Oh no!
So even a gap as small as this, I'm not sure if you can get that, even a gap as small as that will be a drama. So I'm going to go back, face them again, polish them again. The prep on these is insane. So if you prep them well, weld well. If you don't,
But I
sit
think
down
prep,
and you kiss your mum.
pour, makes for piss, pour, Put. Hey, so stick that in your pipe and smoke at your dogs.
It's day 2 here at Meredith Metalworks. We are diving straight in, getting that exhaust buttoned up. It is going to look sick. 3 to 4 inch, little dumpy, little bit of lobster back, little bit of yum, 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 you know what I'm saying? Then we can move on to the airbox, take it home, and get it ready for the next stage of the GQ build. Let's ooge! Okay, progress update. We are absolutely smashing it out of the park. We've got the snorkel getting powder coated right now. Casey is about to fold up our air box. It's basically an off-the-shelf GQ box with a couple of little tweaks to work for our setup. The exhaust is getting sanded up and that is basically ready to bolt on. And that is pissing rain and my F-truck window is open. I'll be right back. Anyway, where were we? Yes. Snorkel and powder coat. Exhaust getting sanded and ready to bolt on. Casey's about to fold up our airbox. This is going to be our airbox lid with Perspex so you can see the filter. We're running a Meredith do their own pod filters. We're going to be running that style of filter in there. And then, yeah, it's pretty much bolt everything together and it's bloody game on. The beautiful thing about Meredith Metalworks is powder coating, laser cutting, bending, folding, you know, CAD designing, all done in-house. So if there are dramas like a standard airbox not fitting, we can adjust it, tweak it, redesign it, cut it out, fold it, and make it fit all here. You don't have to send it off and wait for someone to get it back to you. So, super good. Bing bong. It's been a big 3 days. Day 1 was just emotional, and then we did things on day 2 and 3.
That's business.
Yeah, big business guy.
But we achieved some
I can't wait to go home and soak with Casey.
Yeah,
We're
we
both
found out about soaking.
being big Mormons.
Found out about fireworks.
Yeah, fireworks is I can't believe the neighbours
Let them
both
off
gave them to us and let them off and then
Yeah.
ran away.
But
That's
They
crazy.
didn't even want to see it themselves.
Yeah,
That's
they're
insanity.
too busy running.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, anyway, if anyone was to pursue legal action, I wouldn't even know where to point them.
No, because we didn't know them. They said they were neighbours, but we don't have neighbours.
Yeah, it's just paddocks. Like everywhere you look is yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
insanity.
It is insanity.
Anyway.
Anywho, we have smashed out 2 massive days here at Meredith Metalworks. Casey and the whole team have been freaking epic. We've achieved the first Meredith Metalworks 5-inch GQ shorty snorkel,
Yep.
which I think, I mean,
It looked good.
dude, it looked good. It looks hot as hell, and they will be. Hopefully, by the time you're watching this on the website, if they are, I will put a link in the description of this video. We've done a beautiful little 3 to 4 inch soot pipe out the side.
Little stainless
It
door.
sort of matches the rest of the caliber of the car now, I think.
Yeah, and then Kaito can redo the cooler pipe that I messed up.
There's a little bit of cooler
Love you.
piping that we need to adjust to suit the airbox, but that's fine. That's a future issue. We've got a sick airbox. We've got a sick little lobster back intake pipe to make it all work. Overall, I'm super pumped, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
you. This has been years in the making, so it's good to finally get in here and do some stuff. And we've got a whole bunch more stuff coming with the 60, with the 79, with the 80, with all our cars. They'll all be coming through the Meredith workshop and getting some Mormon soaking action.
Yeah, and did you know that pirates never actually search for treasure? The real treasure was the friendships I made along the way.
Oh, shucks. Oh, fucking oh shit. Oh fuck, they're still filming. Like and subscribe, please. Also that. Do the subscribe. Also buy things from him.
Please, I'm so poor.
Our kids are so hungry. It's been weeks.
I'm in crippling spot.
Fuck, dude. Our partners are taking everything.
Oh no, mine's already gone.
Oh, mine will be shortly taking everything.